up, Check? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy. We're in Atlanta.
I know. It's good to see you.
Good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a long time.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So, you're doing your thing out here.
Yo, I mean, kind of, I'd like to say, but you're a fucking boss.
Nah,
Nobody can beat that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You really took heavy hitters to like the next level. Like beginning heavy hitters. Walk me through a businessman with a young dream about starting his own business, and his own DJ franchise.
I think I'm gonna be really honest with you. I think when Heavy Hitters started, it was no more than just two guys talking, and rest in peace, DJ Threat. DJ Threat was one of the co-founders of Heavy Hitters.
Okay.
I wanted to be down with this DJ called Funkmaster Flex, and I was originally down with him and a crew called the Flip Squad DJs.
Right.
Now the Flip Squad DJs back in those days, we had Mark Ronson, Cypher Sounds, Frankie Cutlass, Bismarcky, Mr. C. I'm missing a couple. I know I am. DJ Riz.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, we were really the first real big club hip hop radio DJ crew. And he ran that with a girl named Jessica Rosenblum, who was my manager at the time. So when he disbanded Flip Squad, I left. Actually, I left before it disbanded, but we put an album out, whatever. And then he started this thing called the Big Dog Pitbulls.
Right.
And I wanted to be down with this crew. And Flex said no.
Oh, no, Flex.
And Flex was like, nah, and it wasn't like he didn't like me, but it was more like he wanted his crew to be with people that he really fuck with, people that he really, enjoyed and stuff. So I was like, all right, I respect it. So I was kind of damper about it. I told my man Thread about it, and Thread was like, man, F that. Why don't we just start our own crew?
Right.
So I said, really? I said, what are you going to call it? I said, look, man, you the heavy hitter DJ Enuff. Call them the heavy hitters. Because back then I wasn't as so open to share the wealth. You work hard to get on these.
Keeping it real.
Hey, I'm keeping 100. You work hard to get in the game, and it's hard to share the limelight. But as the years went by, I started to realize that me looking at it back then, sharing the limelight to me was almost everything.
That's what the legacy is about.
Because now I'm able to share the wealth, share the connections, share the experience with all these incredible DJs from so many different diverse backgrounds, all these DJs who play different kinds of music, the platforms that they dominate and work on, and it all came from a young kid from Long Island and a kid from Brooklyn in the LES, and for us, a lot of us say we have a lot of Latin DJs in our crew, and it's just what it is. We're Latin DJs.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, is it just only Latins accepted?
It's not. It's just that initially that's what started. The beginning founders is I'm Puerto Rican.
Right.
My boy Threat was Dominican and Irish, and then the first person we decided to put down was DJ Camilo, and DJ Camilo was Colombian. So when we first kicked off, it was like a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, and a Colombian. So we were like, wow. But this is the interesting part, and this is where the growth started. I had promised Threat and Camilo, if we worked hard enough, that I promised I would get them on the radio.
Oh, really? You did that? Oh my God, that's big.
And sure enough, I got them jobs on the radio. So before Threat passed away, he got his chance to live his dream, and he DJ'd on the radio for a couple of shows. And Camilo's one of my biggest DJs now. Just signed a Rock Nation recently.
Yeah, he did?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's just goes to show you hard work and dedication. And now I'm looking at all these DJs, like Yanni's on Amp in the city. He does all these big EDM parties. Him and Pooh Bear got an album out. Lobo's on La Mega playing, tropical music. It's just it's just so far from each other, from where it started for me. So to see that is incredible. I got Lady S, who's from Germany, and she's overseas doing her thing. I got 2 Japanese DJs. I got Nucky and DJ Lead. So it just keeps going. I got Chicago, Miami, Los Angeles.
You can't even.
Texas.
I can tell that you can't even believe it saying it.
Yo,
You're like,
crazy.
wow.
No, because it's really crazy to me. It's a phenomenon, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not, for me, it's not putting on 500 DJs. It's about me connecting with these guys and looking at them as like my brothers.
Yeah.
Because I've had the opportunity to put on so many other DJs, but some people's heads aren't screwed on properly. So I'd rather just skip that whole nonsense.
Do you do like an interview process? Like, what does
I
that
think
look like?
I think the interview process is actually us being able to work with each other, network with each other, we'll mingle, even hang out. And just by that,
Right.
and not just me single-handedly, like I make sure whoever's new that we try to put in the crew, there has to be at least half the crew to co-sign. Like, oh yeah, I know him or her from such and such.
It's like an initiation
yeah, it is.
I love it.
And with that, it means more to them.
Right.
They're more dedicated, and I can get more out of them. So that's kind of the process.
Damn, I love it.
Yeah.
So doing all of this, you're super busy, and we cover like health and wellness on the blog. So I want to know how you're keeping your heart, health, and pocketbook. Are you keeping everything fit? Are you working out?
Well, I'm not as healthy as I should be, but there's been a few times that I've been hit with like some reality checks. I remember I did a show with Dr. Oz one time.
No.
Yeah, because the lifestyle us DJs live sometimes could be rough. You know, drink, smoke, late
And
night.
the night sleep,
you don't
the sleep.
So, you know, I've had a few issues with that, but I've learned some things, some tips. I've taken my TV out my room. Whenever I'm not DJing and I have time to go home, sleep. You know, so those are some of the things. And then I do a thing that's very important. I power nap now. I never used to power nap, but now I power nap. So you believe 15, 20, 25 minutes here, you know, I'll take a little, and then I get right back up, and it works.
Good stuff. What do you eat though? Because I know that you can't.
Now-
You did some healthy recipes in Angie Martinez's book.
You did? You saw it?
I saw them. I have the book. Hello.
Oh, I love that. Well, one of my best friends, his name is Patrick. Patrick's a vegan. And when I first got a little ill, gained a lot of weight, Patrick taught me everything about organic life. So he eats a lot of plant-based foods. We do power shakes and smoothies in the morning. Blueberries, strawberries, kales, all kinds of stuff. Almond milk, and that's what I do. And I binge here and there, and I do some bad stuff. I'm not gonna lie, but for the most part, I think my intake of food is totally different, and the way I look at it is totally different.
Do you think that it's changed your vibe in DJing? Like, do you feel more alive, or is it just?
I have more energy.
Okay.
I feel better. I'm 45 pounds down from what I used to be.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes me feel good. And I'm sure I could do more. But like everything else, it's like, just gotta work on it.
Yeah, and it gotta be a lifestyle.
It have to be. That's it.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. I think I'm done with you. Maybe. I don't know. I might not want to get rid of you right now. But
Yeah, if you want me, I'm here. I'm not going nowhere.
all right, cool. And the finances are good, right? I don't mean to
Yeah.
dig in your pockets, but I'm just saying.
We're good. I got a good account firm that takes care of my taxes. Some of the challenges that we do have are always trying to, I guess, express to Fortune 500 companies how important being down with the heavy hitters are. You know, just marketing. We've done work with Apple. We've done work with HBO, Showtime. We've done work with Monster, Beats by Dre, and all these big companies. And they always want us to market their new products, their brand, because we're a collective that's all across the world. You know, you hashtag their company, you tweet, we retweet. We could get you millions of impressions just because the heavy hitters co-sign something that you know, you guys are a part of.
I love how you say it. Millions of impressions.
That's the
Are you
truth.
sitting in the boardroom like signing these deals, or do you have like women that are selling?
I have a good friend of mine who just signed on with me. Her name is Bali Lambie Boyer. I went to high school with her, and this is my first year using her, and I didn't realize how important and how powerful and how smart she was. I mean, we went to high school together, but you know, sometimes you look at your friends as your friends and you keep it as that. But wow, this girl blew my mind of how intelligent and smart she was. She worked for so many years over at the American Cancer Society and at the Red Cross, putting on, you know, galas and big events.
Yeah.
So it's easy for her. Like, she'll close her eyes and put an event together, and that's important because event planning and what we do as DJs is almost everything. So now, 2015, 2016, 2017, it's just like all about the heavy hitters, and we're doing bigger and better things. So I promise you guys, watch for us.
Love it. And listen, what's the relationship like? I'm all up in your business.
I'm single right now.
Are you never married?
I was married years ago, but I'm good friends with my baby mama, my ex-wife. But I'm single right now, so I'm actually looking for somebody. So
Really?
we'll see, yeah.
Like what kind of woman? What's your ideal woman, boo?
know.
Just saying.
I don't
A
know.
little tip, something. I don't know.
She has to cook.
She gotta be old school Latina. Don't get it twisted. No, you didn't.
Big Spanish DJ Enuff, heavy hitters, baby. You are checking out Yo Checka. Yo Checka C. Mwah! Love you, girl.